Hiya folks! As you saw from the video thumbnail and name, today I'll be showing you the Lighthouse by Archidox Designs. I stumbled upon this puzzle as I was searching for new puzzle boxes on Etsy, as occasionally you can find cool puzzles at a great price from smaller shops, which this one caught me due to its size and design. Currently 3 puzzles have been released so far, and they are all part of a larger fantasy fiction type world called Archidox. The Archidox represents a lost world with rare artifacts that each contain a unique story. This puzzle is definitely on the easier end to solve, but the unique element is discovering the story behind the lighthouse. This type of puzzle may not be for everyone due to the easy difficulty and the storytelling that goes along with it, but I think it looks great on display, and it's perfect for those new to puzzles or for those who want more of an in-depth background experience connected to the solve. One of the things I really appreciate with this puzzle are the added design elements to it. Underneath the base here, it says, "Lay the side flat like sleeping head against the bottom of a deep seabed." And I just really appreciated the cool seawater motif pattern it had to it that wasn't really necessary since it's not seen, but still a nice touch. Also, the really cool thing about this is that if you twist the top of the dome, the light turns on, which is a nice feature. You can unscrew the dome to replace the batteries if needed as well. This element isn't related to the solve, but it's another cool feature. So included with this puzzle, there is a ship. I don't know what type of ship that is. I'm not well versed in 18th and 19th century sailing vessels. Underneath it though is a magnet, as well as this prologue or this story to the lighthouse. There are some symbols on the right hand side, and you'll see that these symbols are also on the base of the lighthouse as you make your way around it. You'll also see some additional images. First is a siren or a mermaid there. Next we see a sea monster or sea serpent, a ship, another sailing vessel, and lastly, some waves to represent a storm. You see the 4 cardinal directions on the base as well. So this sheet does get you started. It can be used to help solve the puzzle, but it's not needed. An adept puzzle solver could figure this out on their own, but I'm just going to walk you through the gist of this. So the first line says to sail under the northern star. So if we go to the northern part right here, we place the ship right here, you'll see that that part is magnetic. And what that now does is it allows us to rotate this border here. So initially that is locked in place, but the magnet allows us to go forward. So we're only able to advance a little bit though before we reach the siren there. And that's what the first paragraph would talk about siren songs which sing men to sleep, and that the crewmen must fight temptation lest they be dragged into the deeper water. And we see the symbol on the right hand side. It also says, "Upwards rise the terrible tides, the first floor beneath the waves now hides." So what we want to do is we want to align the symbol on this bottommost part, align with the symbol of the siren, which is this fish type symbol. So what we'll do is we will rotate this like so it faces east directly. And when we do that, we can now continue the ship on its journey. We only get so far though because we're then stopped by the sea serpent, who again, if we go to the paper, it says that there are serpents that swim in the shallows and the need to avoid them. This time we're looking at the symbol for the serpents, which is this wavy S type symbol right here. So we are going to align that to the south quadrant and advance the ship further until it stops in front of this vessel, which represents the pirate's path, and one must find courage against the cannon and the cutlass, which has danger all around, both fore and aft. And so we now need the third symbol, which represents that anchor. So we will position that to the western point, as it already is now, and we can move forward yet again, and we stop before the waves, the storm that's there. And so that says the ship is tempted by terrible tempests, where they encounter another perilous obstacle. So lastly, our last symbol for this is this cyclone type symbol. You can kind of tell that these symbols connect with the icon that's on the base of the lighthouse. So I don't think that you really needed to have the icons on this paper. Even having them on the base here is pretty easy for someone to realize that they need to line them up to allow the ship to advance. All right, so we can now move forward to where we're at. And now that we've got the lighthouse in the right order, we have the 2 stars at the top. And we can now line these together. Before we could not do that. But that allows us to remove the dome of the lighthouse. And inside there is a little piece of paper that has a QR code on it. So I'll put up the story, give you an idea here. But as you can see, it's a very robust story. It's about 10 pages long with a background. The story is about a lighthouse keeper who discovers the secrets of a cursed lighthouse and must keep the flame alive or be consumed by its ghastly green glow. So very cool. A lot of time was put into not only developing and creating the lighthouse, but also the story as well. Again, it's on the easy end, but that's okay. I think the designer has done a lot of cool work at making this interactive and enjoyable. The link to his website is down below if you want to check out him and support his puzzles. But thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.